Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Risk Awareness Week 2021. We do encourage everyone who is watching the Risk Awareness Week to join one of very few associations on the planet that actually deliver value and talk about risk management too. In my mind, it's quite ironic that the only association that talks about proper quantitative risk analysis and decision making does not have the word risk in its title. So it's a good sign already, because every association that has the word risk in the title is usually just risk management one.
And I think it's really important to have enough information about the information and optionality, because sometimes managers may think, well, I'm paying for this information.
So it's funny how risk managers think and very different to how humans think.
If there's any questions around optionality, I might point out, this is representative of optionality, because I have an uncertainty. So that at the rudimentary basis is the value of optionality. And there's a 30% chance of rain that we've understood. And we could buy an umbrella on the way out. I don't take the umbrella or buy the umbrella. This is the indicator from my information. Mm-hmm. I guess I lost my. I know I had one in here earlier, and I probably should have put one back in here, because I don't see how I get to this from this node. Various different organizations, whether that to be the engineering department, the finance department, the tax people, whatever it might be. So you can see that one's moving as well. So why don't we plot those things? Once again, we'll plot some CDFs. SIPMAT does make histograms, but I don't really like the histograms.
Yep.
And if I don't get the umbrella, I've got that 30% chance of rain, and if it rains, then I have to pay for the suit. And at this point in time, with this particular chance of rain, so we're going to come back here to this model. So what this 80% reliability says that if it actually rains, this is reality over here. This is reality. Well, here is this chance of rain. And over here, there's a variable that says that if this random variable 0.62 is less than H, 10, then there's no rain. And so if I went up to another trial here, we can always, the nice thing about SIPMAT is as you make a model, if you want to test it, you can really test it easily. So this is equals if this equals indicates rain, then we want to buy underscore information, I guess.
And it is quite difficult to pick up from that whether the model has an error inside it or doesn't, because both answers look reasonable. And it is absolutely critical to sanity check along as you go, because we've picked up so many different issues when we're building complex like environmental models. And yeah, I'm glad we're talking through the calculations.
Otherwise, I don't. I could have done this with binomial distribution, but I think a lot of people. Now, you see that H7 is not really very beneficial. So if I click on that and hit F9, it fills it in and then hit the enter key. And now it says, if the variable buy umbrella info says buy umbrella, then I incur the cost of the umbrella. That's like an English statement. There's one of your key outputs here. And these are expected values, by the way. What number would you give me, or how would you calculate it? So even with the information, there can be a large cost.
Should this formula be in this cell above? In 41?
Well, why do we think that's the right answer rather than this one? And so I make the assumption that the refinery can't run at all until I fix that unit. The best reference case is the lowest cost. And the lowest cost was this new information with the umbrella at 1164 versus 1334.
And this is actually, this is very interesting and very on point.
I mean, how can you back here, in other words, if I told you that the chance of rain was 0, if the chance is random was zero, is there any reason why you would want to go get information if I don't take an umbrella? I didn't take these out to 100%, but adequate. I don't. The information is not going to change my decision. Alex, at this point in time, do you have some other questions that I could try to address for you?
And the way we select those futures really influences our decision much more than the reality. And this demonstration showed that buying or not buying information is actually a quantifiable question. Also, getting additional information doesn't have to be a gut feel. You're the head trader. What's your feel?
So
yeah, exactly.
I've got a field that I'm looking to develop.